Welcome to Animal Life on ARCN TV, Mabushi, Abuja. I am Fatima Suleiman. On this episode, we explore the remarkable life cycle of the tortoise, a creature that has been on our planet for over 200 years. Please join us as we venture into the amazing worlds of the tortoise and discover the secrets of incredible longevity and resilience. Please stay with us. The tortoise is a type of reptile characterized by a distinctive shell which provides protection. Unlike the turtle counterpart, the tortoise is primarily a land-dwelling creature, whereas the turtle is adapted to aquatic environments. The majority of tortoises follow a plant-based diet and can be found in a wide range of habitats globally. Depending on the specific species, the tortoise varies in size. Some tortoises are very small, with shells that are less than 10 centimeters long. The other tortoises, such as the Galapagos giant tortoise, which can grow to be over 1.2 meters in length. Tortoises are generally active in the daytime, and this is known as being diurnal. Many species of the tortoise are active in the twilight period but sleep through the night. Tortoises are also extremely long-lived, and they are actually the longest living land animal in the world. Most tortoise species have a lifespan of about 80 and 150 years, but some can live for over 200 years. A tortoise shell is most recognizable feature, usually high-domed, but with some exceptions. The pancake tortoise has a flat shell, while a few other species have spherical shells with flat bases. The tortoise is easily identifiable by a distinctive hind limb structure characterized by elephantine or cylindrical shape. Additionally, the forefeet and hind feet have a unique digital anatomy, with each digit containing only two or fewer phalanges. One of their most remarkable features is their ability to withdraw their heads and neck directly into their shells for protection, leveraging the shell's hardness as a natural defense mechanism against potential threats. One fascinating aspect of the tortoise is its unique skeletal anatomy. where the pectoral and pelvic girdles are situated within the rib cage, a trait distinct from other vertebrates. Another intriguing fact is the remarkable diversity in size, ranging from a mere 2 centimeters to an impressive 2 meters. While primarily land-dwelling and diurnal, the tortoise can be active during twilight hours under favorable temperature conditions. Despite being the longest living creature on Earth, the tortoise is generally reclusive, with an average lifespan of 80 to 150 years. Notably, some exceptional individuals, such as the Galapagos tortoise and the Aldabra giant tortoise, have been known to live up to 150 years and 255 years, respectively. An image of the Aldabra giant tortoise provides a visual representation of the physical characteristics of these incredible creatures. An image of the Aldabra giant tortoise provides a visual representation of the physical characteristics of these incredible creatures. Tortoises have remarkably long lifespan, with some individuals living up to 150 years or more, rivaling human lifespan. However, the lifespan of different tortoise species can vary significantly, and various environmental factors contribute to this variation. While some tortoises may live for over a century, others may have a shorter lifespan, making each species' lifespan unique and influenced by a range of factors. Reproduction stage of the tortoise. The tortoise life cycle begins with reproduction, where females fertilize female eggs through copulation. Females then lay small clutches of eggs, typically ranging from 1 to 20, with the majority being less than 20. Egg laying usually occurs at night, and the mother tortoise digs a nest using her hind limbs. And covers the eggs with soil and organic material. Incubation lasts for 60 to 120 days, depending on the species. Once hatched, the young tortoise uses an egg tooth to break free from its shells and dig its way to the surface. Initially, the hatchling relies on an embryonic sac for nutrition, which provides sustenance for 3 to 7 days, allowing it to gain strength and eventually venture out to find food on its own. Female tortoises create burrows or holes and lay around a dozen eggs in them. They carefully dig and prepare a safe nesting site for their eggs, typically laying between 10 to 12 eggs per clutch. The tortoise hatchlings develop from eggs the size of a ping pong ball, taking around 90 to 120 days to incubate. When they are ready, they break out of their shells using a small front beak. Newborn hatchlings are equipped with an embryonic egg sac, which provides them with essential nutrients for the first few days. Within just 3 to 7 days, they are able to start eating solid food, making an important milestone in their growth and development. Just born, their diet can be significantly different from that of their own adult forms because of their different nutritional requirements in their young and adult forms. They then continue their survival, with a tortoise life being counted up to 100 to 200 years. One manner by which the age of the tortoise life can be determined is the number of concentric rings on the shell, or the carapace. Tortoises exhibit sexual dimorphism, although the characteristics can vary across species. A notable distinction between males and females is the larger tail size in males. Additionally, some species have larger claws in males compared to females. However, the most fascinating aspect of tortoise biology is the brain size, which is remarkably small across all species. In fact, some tortoises, like the red-footed tortoise from Central and South America, lack the hippocampus, a brain region responsible for emotions learning, memory, and spatial navigation. Instead, they utilize the medial cortex for emotional processing. Moreover, the tortoise has been known to survive even after surgical removal of their brains, a testament to their remarkable adaptability. Most land-based tortoise life is herbivorous, feeding on grasses, weeds, leafy greens, flowers, and certain fruits. The main diets consist of alfalfa, clover, dandelion, and leafy weeds. The majority of the tortoise species are herbivores, relying on a diet of grasses, weeds, foliage, flowers, and fruits to meet their nutritional needs. However, some tortoise breeds found in most forest ecosystems may also consume animal matter. It's important to note that the nutritional needs of the tortoise vary. Depending on the diet, feeding habits can differ between young and adult tortoise. For instance, even in strictly herbivorous species, the young tortoise may consume insects, worms, or larvae as a source of additional protein. The nutritional requirements can vary in different sizes of the tortoise and can cause several problems when the nutritional balance is not achieved. For example, in certain types of tortoise, depending on usually what the tortoise eats, too much protein can be dangerous and can result in deforming of their shell. Thus, it becomes very important to know what tortoise eats. In the case of pets, this strictly falls within the nutritional balance capacity in cases of pets. Tortoises are land-dwelling creatures that inhabit every continent except Australia and Antarctica, and are also found on various islands worldwide. However, human activities threaten some species with extinction. Their geographic range spans from southern North America to southern South America, the Mediterranean region, Southeast Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, Madagascar, and some Pacific islands, but they are notably absent from Australia. At least 15 species are distributed across South America, Africa, and Asia, highlighting the diversity of tortoise breeds globally. The geochelon tortoise is found on 3 continents: South America, Africa, and Asia. There are about 49 different species of tortoise and they come in many shapes and sizes. Some examples include the small padlopas in southern Africa, which have shells of about 10 and 15 centimeters long, and the large geochelon tortoise on the Aldabra and Galapagos Island, which have shells over 1 meter long. Tortoises can be found in a diverse range of ecosystems all over the world. Their habitat includes deserts, grassland, wet forests, semi-arid regions, coastal areas, and even mountains. This means that tortoises can thrive in almost any environment, from the driest desert to the highest mountains and everywhere in between. Let's look at some amazing facts about the tortoise. The tortoise belongs to the Testudinidae family and is a type of turtle. However, not all turtles are tortoise. The term tortoise refers specific to land-dwelling turtles with stumpy legs and a dome-shaped shell. Tortoises come in a range of size, from small species that fit in the palm of your hand to larger ones that can grow up to 4 feet in length. Tortoises are surprisingly intelligent creatures, and their cognitive ability are often underestimated. The red-footed tortoise, with its distinctive red marking on its head, legs, and feet, is a prime example of this. Despite the slow and steady demeanor, the tortoise is capable of complex thought and behavior, defying the common misconception that reptiles are unintelligent. In reality, the tortoise is much more intelligent than it appears, and the unique abilities and adaptations make it a fascinating creature to study and observe. Studies have demonstrated that the tortoise possesses impressive problem-solving skills and memory. In maze experiments, tortoises outperformed laboratory rats in finding food, and remarkably, they didn't repeat the same path twice. Additionally, research suggests that tortoises have exceptional facial recognition abilities, allowing them to distinguish and recall specific faces. Furthermore, they exhibit preference for certain faces, indicating a remarkable capacity for collection and perception. These findings challenge the common misconception that tortoises are slow-witted, revealing instead an intelligent and cognitively adept species. Observers found out that the tortoise was more effective in finding food than the rat, and at the same time, the tortoise did not revisit the same area twice. Some evidence also shows that the tortoise can easily recognize faces. Also, they have specific types of faces that they prefer based on their powerful recollection and perception. One of the most interesting facts about the tortoise is that weather plays a crucial part in recognizing the life of a tortoise. It's the weather that will determine the gender of a tortoise. While the tortoise is still within the egg, its gender is not yet determined. However, the weather can impact whether the tortoise will be born female or male. If there is warm weather, then most likely the egg will become female. On the contrary, if the weather is cold, then most likely the egg will come out as male. The color of a tortoise shell can be influenced by the weather conditions it inhabits. Tortoises that live in hot and sunny environments tend to have lighter colored shells, while those that live in colder and darker climates tend to have darker colored shells. This adaptation helps them regulate their body temperature and blend in with their surroundings. Showcasing the remarkable ability of tortoises to adapt to their environment, tortoises have been on our planet for an incredibly long time, almost 300 million years. To be exact, the ancestors of the modern tortoise dates back to the Paleozoic era, a staggering amount of time ago. This means that tortoises have been thriving on Earth for nearly as long as trees, and even before the first dinosaurs roamed the planet. Modern turtles have evolved significantly from their prehistoric ancestors who possessed teeth. In fact, early turtles lacked shells, a distinctive feature that defines modern tortoises. Over time, tortoises adapted to diverse environments, leading to the development of various species. Some remained aquatic, inhabiting the oceans, while others transitioned to land, becoming a terrestrial tortoise. This adaptation radiation allowed tortoises to thrive in different ecosystems, shaping the diverse range of species we see today. Unlike most animals, which rely on their noses to detect scent, tortoises have a unique approach to smelling. They utilize a specialized organ called vomeronasal organ, also known as Jacobson's organ, located in their throat. These remarkable adaptations allow tortoises to detect pheromones and other chemical cues, providing them with valuable information about their environment and potential mates. While we typically associate smelling with the nose, tortoises have evolved a distinctive approach to olfaction, highlighting the fascinating diversity of sensory adaptations in the animal kingdom. For certain animals, this organ is in soft tissues in the nasal cavity, and particularly on the roof of the mouth. This organ can be found in all lizards and snakes, as well as other amphibian reptiles and some mammals. A vomeronasal organ can also be found in tortoises. Their air will be cycled through the nose and then into the mouth to boost their sense of smell. Tortoises are renowned for their remarkable longevity, with some individuals living exceptionally long lives. Harriet, a tortoise studied by researchers, is believed to have lived an astonishing 175 years. This is likely due to their unique biology, which includes a slower pace of life, delaying sexual maturity, and a longer reproductive cycle. Additionally, tortoises have adapted to thrive in isolated environments, possessing protective shells, and have slow metabolism, all of which contribute to their remarkable ability to live for many years. It's no wonder that tortoises are able to live well into old age, making them one of the longest living animals on the planet. The collective term used to describe groups of animals can be fascinating and often reveal interesting characteristics about the species. For example, a group of crocodiles is aptly called a bask, reflecting their habit of basking in the sun. Similarly, a group of crows is ominously referred to as a murder, which aligns with the crow's historical association with death and mystery. These unique collective nouns can not only help identify the species but also offer a glimpse into their behavior, habitats, or cultural significance, making them a captivating aspect of language and wildlife. And when it comes to a group of tortoises, it is known as a creep. Since tortoises are popularly known for being slow-footed, there is probably no better collective noun for them other than creep. Unlike terrapins and aquatic turtles, which are adapted to life in water, tortoises are land dwellers. As a result, while terrapins and turtles are skilled swimmers, tortoises are not. The reason for this lies in their physical characteristics. Terrapins have webbed feet, freshwater and sea turtles have flippers, but tortoises have sturdy hind legs, flat front feet and large cumbersome shells that make swimming impossible. These physical traits have evolved to support their life on land, making tortoises well suited to their terrestrial environment but ill-equipped for aquatic adventures. And that's all on this episode of Animal Life on ARCN TV. Please join us again for more exciting adventures and discoveries. I am Fatima Suleiman. Thanking you for watching.